right, so we are back with another episode of Slow Horses. This is episode 2 of season 5, rolling right on from the first one. We pick up with Lamb hanging out in Roddy's apartment and basically saying, you know what, I'm going to be here to watch over everything and make sure that you're not actually going to be in danger because, there's the potential that you are. And sure enough, while he's there, um, an assassin does break in. Now, what's really funny to me here is the insistence by Roddy that he just it's almost like the writers have him. I mean, we knew that his character was sort of over the top in terms of just being blind. And some people have that issue. Some people do have this issue. So I do appreciate where they've taken this character of being so narcissistic and blind to everything that he really does believe that this girl he's been hanging out with is in love with him and is his angel and everything. And even after the assassination attempt, and Lamb is like, how did what? I'm assuming he's like, you've been to, the guy had a key to get in. Did you lose your keys in the last few days? And he's like, I did, in fact. And she went and made copies. She found them and made copies of them. Or she found them and gave them to me. And he's like, she made copies of them, you idiot. And Roddy's like, that's not true. That's impossible. Rah. So Roddy is just an absolute asinine idiot. Shirley is like the badass of this episode, essentially, chasing down this big dude who just tried to take out Roddy. Now, granted, he's been half blinded by the bleach that Lamb threw in his face, and then they chucked him off of a. I mean, he kind of sort of fell off of a balcony, but um, cracked a rib or something. Gets picked up by his buddies, taken out into the wilderness, and then choked and set on fire. And he choked to death, and then the body set on fire, which is these guys obviously mean business, and their whole whatever they're doing and whoever they're working for. They are all about just sowing chaos. They give a device to some activist kids to sneak into this petrol factory refinement facility, and it appears to have done something to vehicles because by the end of the episode, um, we see like a car on the street, the motor essentially catching fire, and the guy having to jump out of the car, and the activist that they hired taking a selfie and uploading it to the internet. I don't know how that's going to play out quite yet. Um, there there is a scene. I'm not sure yet. It felt kind of weird to me. There's a scene after Roddy has been after the hit attempt where Lamb takes him to this bar and everyone ends up there, like all the team members minus her, because she's taking a leave of absence, which I'm guessing it is a serious leave of absence because she was completely gone from episode 2, and I don't know if they're going to bring her back or what's going to happen with that. In any case, when they gather everybody at the bar, I do feel like Lamb was over the top dickish with everybody, especially with well, just with everybody essentially. But I get his frustration, like his character's frustration at Roddy refusing, even after all of this proof, refusing to believe that he could potentially be being set up and that this girl is somehow um, fake. But really, I also feel like Lamb is unjustly being a dick to River, and I'm not quite sure where that's going to go over the next episode or two, because these are shorter seasons, so we only get 6 episodes. So it's not like we're going to see this play out, excuse me, over like 12 episodes. So they got to get to the point and quick. Um, the one thing I'm not quite sure of what's going on here, we've got Judd visiting Taverner, admitting that he's involved with an arms manufacturer who has weapons that have gone missing, and one of those weapons was used in the Abbotsfield massacre, and he wants the name of the company kept out of the press in exchange for this information. That I don't know how that's going to play out yet. There's also a moment where Whelan, who's I'm always going to remember him as Baltar, gets he's on a jog in the park and he gets approached by a guy who is a paparazzi who pressures him about this supposed affair that happened, I believe, in Sweden or Switzerland. I forget. It turns out that that guy's working for Gembel's wife, who's one of the mayoral candidates. So they're going to be doing something with that, trying to win the election. We then find out that the shell casings from Roddy's flat match the shell casings found at the Abbotsford massacre, at least by the sniper who killed the crazy incel. So how does that tie in? This basically leads to this concept as portrayed in the show. Co basically says this is a destabilization strategy. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand, which we used to use, which the UK used to use against other targets. It's being used on us now. And this is where Taverner essentially orders the MI5 agents, the dogs, to lock down Slough House, seize Roddy, and this is all provoked by Lamb essentially when they're at the bar telling Roddy, "Look, pay with your credit card. We're gonna you're gonna be taken in by MI5, and while you're in there, we're gonna figure out what's actually going on." And he has him pay the tab at the bar, which triggers everybody to come looking. And he actually tells the barman, when they show up, when the people with guns come, you need to tell them to come find us at the at Slough House. And that's sort of where we leave the episode, is Taverner showing up being pissed and basically taking Roddy off and leaving everybody else on lockdown at Slough House. And you see, I mean, essentially we have Lamb, the wheels are turning, and he's trying to figure all this out. I don't know where we're going to go out of this, because they are on complete lockdown with no phones, internet, or anything else. So I don't know. And of course, the end of the episode is the aforementioned car, and I guess multiple cars having petrol issues and having their motors go up in flames, and some sort of destabilization tactics played out. So we still don't know who the group is. They appear to have ties to a Memorial candidate. I don't know how this is all going to play out yet. Um, I will admit that as far as seasons go so far, this season is getting going a little bit slower than previous seasons. So I'm hoping, because we're already 2 episodes in, we only get 6 episodes. I know they've already got season 6 and season 7 in the bag renewed, and I think they've already filmed season 6 and are working on filming season 7. So they're well ahead of the curve here. But I do feel like this season so far has been little less than previous seasons. Obviously, still having fun with it, but I'm waiting for the ramp up right now, because the first 2 episodes are kind of a little underwhelming so far. But I'm in it for the long haul. Can't wait for next week's episode. Stick around for more. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. I also review movies and games and other things, so check it all out. Daily streams on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok.